advanced consecutive integer word problems.
Really?
More advanced. So you may remember consecutive integer word problems. They look something like this. The sum of three numbers is 117. And then the question is usually, what are the numbers? So if the sum of three numbers is 117, I'm sorry. The sum, instead of numbers, what I really meant to write was the sum of three consecutive integers. That's an important part. That's the type of problem that we're going to talk about today, is when you see this phrase, consecutive integers. Who can give me three consecutive integers? Any of them. I don't care if they add to 117 or not. What are three consecutive integers? How about 1, 2, and 3? Right?
8, 92, 102.
Are those consecutive?
No. 3, 8. 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8.
3.
Is that consecutive? Is 3 consecutive with 6, 7, and 8? No. How about 51, 52, and
53?
53. So consecutive integers are whole numbers that come in a row. Integers, the difference between integers and whole numbers, they could be negative. It's possible for an integer to be negative. Okay. Do I know what the integers are?
No.
No. So what do I call something in algebra when I don't know what it is?
X.
X. Now the trick here, this is going to be sort of like age word problems. The trick, I don't want to make three different numbers, x, y, and z. I could do it that way. There are ways to solve this problem by making three integers. But since I know that there are three consecutive integers, it means that I know the first number is x. And then what do I know about the second number?
It's also X.
Well, if the first number was 1, the next number was 2. If the first number was 27, the next number was 28.
It's Y. It's 3.
So the next number is going to be x plus something.
X plus 1.
Plus 1. Right? Think about it. If my first number is 70, what is the next consecutive integer?
71.
71. How did you do that? You added 1 to 70. Right? If my first number was 82, what is my next consecutive integer after 82? 83. And what's the next one after that?
84.
So, since I have three consecutive integers, I need to write three numbers. The first is x, the second is x plus 1. What's the third one?
X plus 2.
Yeah, it's x plus 2. In other words, it's x plus 1 plus 1 more. So it's this plus 1, which is x plus 2. Whenever you see consecutive integers, you're going to write x, x plus 1, x plus 2, until you're done. Okay? That's kind of our trick for this. I'm not saying this is the only way to solve these problems. There are other ways. You could guess and check. You could do what's called a system of equations, which we haven't learned yet. But this is one method that applies all that we've been learning about multi-step equations. And that's why we're doing it. So now it says the sum of three consecutive integers. What does sum mean? Sum. Add. So I'm going to add these all together. Okay? And you could do it like this. You could say, okay, I have x plus 1 plus x plus 2. I could write it all out and then combine like terms. So I have 3x plus 3. Or, let me show you a different way of doing it. If you wrote out your numbers neatly in the first step, you can add them up vertically. So I can do nothing plus 1 plus 2, which is 3. And then x plus x plus x, which is a total of 3x. So I'm just adding down. X plus x plus x is 3x. That's what 3x means. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, the sum of 3 consecutive integers is.
Equals.
Equals. So this is my sum. Right? Equals is. And what does it equal?
114. I mean 117. Sorry, I went ahead.
117. Okay, so now I have a problem that I can solve. How would you solve this?
Subtract 3 from 3.
Subtract 3 from both sides. 3x plus 3 minus 3 is just 3x. 117 minus 3, 114. Now, divide both sides by 3. 3x divided by 3 is just x. 114 divided by 3.
36.
Let's do it like this. 114 divided by 3. 3 goes into 11 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 11 minus 9 is 2. Bring down the 4. 3 goes into 24 8 times.
Oh.
So we have 38. I found what x equals. Am I done in this problem?
No.
No. Not quite. What did I just find? Let's go back to our setup over here.
Found the x plus 2.
I found the first number. I found x, right? X is 38. So I know the first number is 38. Right?
Oh, jeez.
The next number is x plus 1. So what is it?
X plus 1 plus 38.
So 38 is x.
Equals 38.
38 plus 1 is what?
39.
39.
Oh, and then 40.
And then 40. Now, these problems are super easy to check, so I always want you to check them. All you do is add up these three numbers, 38, 39, and 40. If I add those up, do I get 117?
Yes.
And the answer is yes.
Wait.
So that checks.
Wait.
And then I say the numbers
Oh.
are 38, 39, okay. Questions about that? This was review. You guys remember doing these?
No. I do.
So this was a review. Now we're going to take it a little bit further, but it's really not that much different. Can I erase this?
C. Jacobs.
So when I ask, can I erase this? All I really need to hear is no if I can't. Otherwise, I'm just going to say, okay, it's time to erase.
Okay.
So because if you're ready for me to erase it, someone else might not be, right? So if you say yes, right, I don't know, then I know you're ready. But what I'm really listening for is anyone to say, wait, or hold on a sec, or no, not yet, or no. Okay. The sum of 3 consecutive, watch carefully to see what changed from the last problem. 3 consecutive odd integers is 159.
That won't work.
What are they?
Odd numbers.
What are they? Okay. So what changed from the last problem?
Odd numbers.
Yeah, they're not just 3 consecutive integers, they're now odd numbers. So let's think about this. If I have 1, what is the next consecutive odd number?
3.
3. And what's the next one after that?
6. Oh wait. 5. 5.
5. Okay, if I have 45, what's the next odd integer after that?
47.
47.
49.
49. What if I have 67? What's the next two?
69.
69 and
61.
after 69 we have
71.
71.
Sorry.
Yeah, 71. So these are consecutive odd numbers. How far apart are 1 and 3?
2.
How far apart are 3 and 5?
4. 2. 2.
So how far apart are 1 and 5 then?
4.
Yeah. How far apart are 45 and 47?
4. 2. Oh, 2.
How far apart are 45 and 49?
4.
How far apart are 67 and 69?
2.
How far apart are 67 and
4.
71? Noticing a pattern?
Yes.
If I added one more integer like 73, how far apart is 67 from 73? 6. Okay. Sum of 3 consecutive odd integers. Stop right there and do this. First number. Second number. Third number. Do I know the first number?
No. Yes. No. Yes.
No, so what should I make it?
X.
X.
And second is x plus 1, then x plus 3.
So these are consecutive odd integers. How far apart did we say odd numbers are?
2.
2. So what is my second number?
4.
X plus
2. 4.
2. X plus 2. Because if my first number were 7, the next odd integer is 7 plus 2, which is 9. Right? What's my third number? X
Plus 3.
plus
2. 4.
X plus 2 is my second number, so I'm going to add 2 more to that, x plus 4. Right? So when I have consecutive odd integers, I have x plus 2, x plus 4. The sum. Sum them up. What is 2 plus 4?
6.
6. What is x plus x plus x?
3x.
3x plus 6 is 159. Subtract 6 from both sides of my equation. Isn't it amazing how fast we got this equation?
Yeah.
All we have to do is sum this up equals 159. And now I'm already solving it. 3x equals 159 minus 6 is 153. Divide both sides by 3. 3x divided by 3 is x. 153 divided by x
151.
is 51.
Oh, 51, sorry.
Am I done?
No.
What are my numbers? X is 51. What is the second number? 51 plus 2.
53.
53. And what's the next one?
57. It adds up.
Close. 55.
That wasn't close. That was.
So yeah, you weren't within a tenth, but you were within a couple of numbers. Okay, so 51, 53, 55. Do those sound like consecutive odd integers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in a row, right? We didn't skip over any. And now let's add them up. 51, 53, 55. 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9. Ooh, that's good. Right? 5 plus 5 is 10, plus another 5 is 15. 159.
Bingo.
So now I just write here the numbers are 51, 53, 55. Okay, let's try another one. May I erase this?
That's a yes.
That's right. Make sure you're taking really good notes, writing down each step.
I just know.
This is the last type, and don't let it fool you. Sum of 4 consecutive even integers is 172. What are the numbers? Ooh, sum of 4 consecutive even integers. So 4 numbers. First number, second number, third number, fourth number. First number, we don't know it. X. Second number, the next consecutive even integer. Let's think about this. Consecutive numbers, or consecutive integers, those were like x, x plus 1, x plus 2,
So
x plus 3. That would be something like 70, 71, 72, 73. Consecutive even integers, that would be something like, we haven't done even yet. Consecutive odd integers, something like x. What was the next one? X plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6. So that would be like 7, 9, 11, 13. How am I going to do consecutive even integers? I bet the first one is going to be what?
X.
X. Really good bet. Make sure that I'm mostly on there. So consecutive even integers. Now, if x were, give me an even number.
6.
6. What's the next even integer?
8.
8.
10.
8 is 6 plus what?
2.
So what am I going to write here?
X plus 2.
X plus 2. What's the next one after that?
X plus 3.
X plus
4.
4, right? Because 6 plus 4, that's 10. So I have 6, 8, 10. And then what's the last one if I'm doing 4 numbers? X plus 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. What do you notice? Is there a pattern here?
Yes.
In fact, the pattern is consecutive odd integers and consecutive even integers are exactly the same algebraically. Right? Even numbers, odd numbers are 2 apart, even numbers are 2 apart. There's nothing different between how I would write these out algebraically and how I would write these out. And so I'm going to give you a hint here. If you get an odd number when it says even integers, that means I wrote the problem wrong. Okay? It means the person who wrote the problem messed up. And so there is no solution.
If you get an odd number with what?
So if it says, like in this problem, it says the sum of 4 consecutive even integers. Let's say my numbers that I get in the end are like 51, 53, 55, and 57. Those are odd, right? That just means that the problem was not written properly. Or someone was trying to trick you. But there's no solution if it doesn't work out. So whenever I see odd or even, I sort of ignore it, right? And I just think 2 away, or plus 2. Because odd and even are going to mean the same thing to us as we write these problems. So my 4 consecutive even integers are going to look a lot like my 3 consecutive odd integers. The first one is x. The second one is x plus how much?
1.
What's the next consecutive even integer? X. X plus plus 2. What's the next one?
X plus 4.
And then what's the fourth one?
X plus 6.
X plus 6.
X plus 8.
Alright, do I need 5 numbers though?
No.
Just 4 numbers. How did I know not to write x plus 8? What part of the problem told me that?
4 consecutive.
4 consecutive. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sum. So I'm going to add these all up. What is 2 plus 4 plus 6?
11, 12.
10, yeah, 12. What is x plus x plus x plus x?
4x.
4x. The sum is what?
4x plus 12.
The sum of 4 consecutive even integers is
4x plus 12 equals 172.
172. Okay. The sum of those numbers is 172. How do I solve this equation?
You subtract,
Subtract 12.
and it ends up being 160.
4x equals 160.
And 160 divided by 4 is 40.
Divide by 4, so I have x equals
40.
40. Am I done?
No.
No. I know my first number now. That's x. 40. What's my
42.
second number? 42. What's my third number?
44.
And what's my fourth number?
46.
Let's add those together and see if this really adds up to 172. 40, 42, 44, 46. 2 plus 4 plus 6 is
12.
12. 1 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4,
17.
17. 172, so it checks. So I can say they are 40, 42, 44, 46.
That looks like bread.
Put my numbers in the loaf of bread.
Oh, that does look like bread.
Scary.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I love your artwork, Nate. The head eating the number bread.
You have to make math fun sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I think this is fun anyway, personally.
See, the head eating the number bread. Ironic.
Now you know why I like math so much, because when I'm picturing all these numbers in my head, I'm picturing people eating them and stuff like that. So it's fun. That's what makes math fun. It's picturing it in your head. Okay, let's do one review problem. I don't think we did this one yet. The sum of 4 consecutive even integers is 68. What are they? Can you wait until we finish? First number, x. Second number,
X plus 2.
x plus 2. How did you know it was x plus 2 and not x plus 1?
Because that one's already 1. X is like,
Because it says even. Whenever it says even or odd, the numbers are 2 away. Third number,
X plus 3 plus 3.
so let's say we can't remember. We can't remember. You remembered. But let's say we can't. In your head or on your paper, you're going to do this. Well, if I have consecutive even numbers, let's just pretend the first one is 6. What's the next one?
8.
Just looking at these, 8. And then the next one,
10.
10. And then the next one.
12.
So, x is 6. How far to 8? Plus 2. How far to 10? That's 6 plus 4.
Oh.
Do you guys see what I'm doing? This is just a useful way in your head of trying to remember. Wait, I can't, was it x plus 3 or x plus 7? Just put up 4 random even numbers and figure out how far away they are from each other. Okay? And so then the 4th number is
X plus 6.
How come we don't call them all
X.
4?
What?
Like, you know, ST and NT. How come we don't all call them one thing?
Oh.
oh, like the first, the second, the third, and the fourth. I don't know. It's a really good question. Ask your English teacher.
Joseph!
Or I bet we could look it up actually. Alright,
No.
first number is x. Second number x plus 2. Third number x plus 4. Fourth number x plus 6. The sum of those is going to be what? X plus x plus x plus x is?
4x.
And 6 plus 4 plus 2 is?
12.
The sum equals what number?
68.
68. Subtract 12 from both sides. Boom. 4x equals 56.
Divided by 4
Divide both sides by 4. X equals 56 divided by 4.
14.
Nice, thank you. 14.
We're not done.
So I have my numbers 14, 16,
8.
18,
20.
20. Let's check.
That's out of my
Check. 14 plus
checks
16 plus 18 plus 20.
It
4
checks
plus 6 plus 8.
out. 18.
18. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So 68.
68.
So my numbers, these are my numbers. Fourteen, 16, 18, and 20.
We're not tired.
Questions?
No.